welcome back. This is What's Up on Galaxy Television, an entertainment show basically meant for the Gen Zs. But we always say if you have youth at heart, this is also the show for you. I'll be presenting this show alone today as my co-anchor isn't available, and we wish her well anywhere she is at the moment. Now we'll go straight to who we do have talking to us or coming to us via Zoom. His name is Andrew Osawaru, and of course he's an artist, he's a sportsman and community builder. In fact, we call him Andrew Osawaru, the living ancestor. I'm sure when you see this face you guys will understand who I'm talking about. Good morning and welcome to the show, sir. This is What's Up. Woo! There you are.
Good morning. Good morning. I greet you.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I am very fine, and you?
I'm okay. The day you were scheduled to come on air that you were not able to make it, I was particularly stunned. I wasn't happy that day because I know we had network issue and all that. I was telling people that I'm having this interview with you. I've watched your movies, I've watched your films, I've watched everything, that I love everything about you, that I cannot wait for this interview. And they were like, you know what, how is this going to happen? But at the end of the day, I'm so grateful to God to have you here. But quickly, before we go into the nitty-gritty of events, let me read out your profile and let the world know who you are. Now, Andrew Sawaru is a trained mathematician from the prestigious University of Benin, with a long sojourn in teaching maths at many schools, both government and private institutions, but later settled back to his first love, which is entertainment, based in Benin City, where he was born over 4 decades ago. He started acting from a tender age in churches and performing literature texts in secondary schools and plays like Gods Are Not to Blame, Our Husband Has Gone Mad Again, Women of Owu, and so many others like that. Now, he starred in plays like Jesus of Nazareth, Broken Egg, and so on and so forth in churches. Even as a science student at Uniben, he was a member of the Instructions Performing Company and later became a regular actor in NTA Benin popular soap opera Super Movie. Also, under the tutelage of the veteran Femi Adewale, this took him into full acting in Nollywood movies. Notable among them are Chains, Edo Decree, Bond and Invasion 1897. Now, he's also happily married and he's a father of 3. He's also a member of the most relevant guilds in the industry, the AGN, the DGN, the AMP, the EAAN, and ANTAP. Also, he's won various awards, Icon Award, Lifetime Achievement Awards in Movies, Benin City Film Festival and Awards, Excellence in Cinematic Direction, RMC Most Consistent Male Actor South 2021 Film Festival, Best Director of the Year 2021, Edo State International Film Festival, Heartbeat of Our Time Award, AGN Industry Icon Award, Sports Distinguished Coach Award, Community Exemplary Lifestyle Award. Till date, still the business of entertainment as an actor, director, producer, event manager, and anchor. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a legend, a living ancestor joining us via Zoom. And of course, looking at the pictures, you definitely know who this man is. Words cannot begin to explain. We cannot continue to unravel and speak much because this man is a living legend. He's a living ancestor. The man, the myth, the legend. He's in the studios or he's here via Zoom. Anyway, and his name is Andrew Osawaru. I'm sure a lot of you grew up watching this lovely man on your screen, and so far so good. I'm very honored to have you here. So good morning again, sir, and thank you for honoring us with this.
Good morning. I'm greatly honored to be here, and I say it's my pleasure being on your screen. Because Galactic TV has been a name that stands out in television in Nigeria and globally. Nice being here too.
All right, I'll start quickly from the rudiments. How has it been being who you are? Tell us, start from the beginning and tell us about your journey into entertainment. It says in your profile that, and I didn't know this, so that you are a mathematician. Now, how did you leave mathematics
Yeah.
and move from that sphere into entertainment, showbiz, directing, acting, and all that? Tell us about the journey. I'm raring to go. I really need to hear this one.
Okay. Like I said before I even thought of reading mathematics at the university, from a tender age, I enjoyed acting, singing, and dancing. In my days as a child, as early as the age of 7, 10, I started acting in Nigerian Television Authority. It was called NTV then, Nigerian Television, Benin. We started doing what we call children's playhouse. So we started from that tender age, and that encouraged me to do it in school. While I was in secondary school, we act in churches, Christmas, Easter, and all any other time the opportunity comes around, we act in churches. Then it went on to acting in schools, literature tests, taking it around town, and even going to places like the Cultural Center in Benin, where other schools are invited, pay their tickets to come and watch the literature test. Then after that, when I got into Uniben, I actually wanted to read engineering, but I was given mathematics, so I enjoyed it. So I took up mathematics and it was fun. It was interesting because it was one area people were shying away from. So we got into it and did our best. And while in school doing mathematics, a friend of mine who was also in school then doing English said we should visit NTA that they were doing a soap opera called then Super Movie. It was being handled by a veteran movie personality. Calm, quiet, but knows what he's doing. I'm talking about veteran. I call him my boss. The only person I've agreed is my boss, Femi Adewale. So we got to NCA Benin. We started doing this soap opera, different episodes. But there was one particular one that went viral. I went viral, and that's where I acted Zulu. So the name now became a household name all around the state. So when I got back to school, Univen, the vice chancellor had to call me to her office and said, how do you cope mathematics and entertainment? It was then I also revealed to her that even while I was in school, we also had a performing troupe. We had even a group called Silver Shadows Promotions. We have brought in big actors from Lagos and all around to come and perform in Univen, like Blackie and other good actors at that time. So she was surprised that how can you be in mathematics and you have time for such things? But again, my result didn't show that I was not serious in mathematics. And by God's special grace, I was among the leading scholars in mathematics too. So that encouraged her, and she also encouraged me. I'm talking about the Vice Chancellor, Professor Grace Alele Williams. She encouraged me a lot because she too was a mathematician and she gave me all the encouragement to make sure I cope both ways. So that has been what transformed me fully. So when school was done, service and all done, we started teaching because the only job then for graduates was just teaching. So we started teaching. But after a while teaching, once in a while, I go back to art in movies, you know. But I got to a time I was really tired of teaching because you see, there's what I call job satisfaction. The only job that gave me satisfaction was the entertainment industry, where acting was a plus, was a delight. You enjoy doing something and the end get paid for it. So I just fell back fully to acting. From acting and I entered directing and later into producing. So that has been the journey so far. We've done a lot of movies by God's grace. And if you watch African Magic these days, a lot of our films are there, very many of them. So the one that they showed about a few days ago now was one of the films at 2 a.m. You know, so a lot of our films are on African Magic, on Rock Studios, and the like. So that has been the journey so far. And God has given me a very wonderful family. My wife is very understanding. You know, movie takes you out of the house most times, but she copes with me, my nuances. And at times, movie make you have some friends that you think is going to destroy your home, but she has been very understanding. And my children, oh, wonderful. My first son is also a graduate now, but he's into cinematography and film editing too. You know, he read history and international studies, but right now he edits and students in theater arts, Delta State University. And my last child, my only daughter, who intends to read medicine, is still in the secondary school, senior secondary school. So that has been a journey to better, quite interesting, tasking, challenging, but eventful.
All right, thank you, sir, for that very beautiful one. Very articulate, if you ask me. I like the fact that you're also a family-oriented man. It's good news to my ears. All right, now, in the course of acting or producing, now, has there been any particular script for a project that made you think twice about acting? Now, let me explain. Sometimes I always make reference to Bolanle Ninolowo in the movie he starred in with is it Mary Njoku, Raising Jobestina. Now he was in that movie. He was made to act like one of these Agberos in Oshodi. Now he said he had to take a week or 2 weeks and head down to Oshodi, where he sat with these Agberos. He drank Agbo with them. He slept there with them. He went to the bus stops. He learnt their slangs and lingos just because he wanted to be great at that part. And it was so crazy for him, but he was still able to achieve it. Now, for you, has there been any particular script that knocked your head, that you held in your hands, you went to the mirror, you went left, you went right? Please tell us, what was that script, and how were you able to perfect the script and get or rise above that particular production, making sure it was a success?
There, there is this job I did some years ago titled Broken Dreams. Some years ago, I was to play, in fact, I was actually directing, but when I was to play the role of a madman was not giving me what I wanted. So I decided to play the role myself. And what I did was this, very funny. For one whole week, the first day, a Monday, I went to New Benin Market, monitored a madman from morning till evening, writing down all his nuances, his antics, his emotions, violence and all. I put them all down. On Tuesday, I went to Ring Road, picked on another mad person, did the same thing, followed him all through the day, writing down all his antics, his behavioral patterns, and every other thing, how he speaks to people, how he addresses people. I wrote them down. Third day, I moved on to Third Circular, another popular junction in Benin, followed another mad woman. That woman was actually really crazy and violent. So I picked some things from her too, wrote them down. On Thursday, I moved on to a Kuba Hill market, sat with one. This one was particularly very calm, very calm. I also wrote down all the things I needed about that one. On a Friday, I came back to New Benin again and picked on a young one who I'm sure he just started his madness. Also followed and wrote them down. Then on Saturday, I sat down myself to put all these things together, picked from each of them, and started rehearsing myself before my mirror. And behold, when we shot that film, my own mother was still alive then. When the film was shot, she believed her son had gone mad. My siblings said, "Oh, Andrew has finally gone crazy. Mathematics has spoiled your head, and now acting has totally ended your life." Oh, In fact, they were trying to hold me and take me to a deliverance center. It was funny. It was crazy. It was funny. It was crazy. But at the end of the day, I was able to make them believe that it was just acting. I needed to do what I need to do to interpret the character. So that has been the most crazy thing I've done in my life. Very crazy, and it was fun anyway. At the end, it was fun.
All right, thank you so much. I love that one particularly, especially back when you said your mom was like, "This my son has gone," But but I'm happy. I'm
Funny
happy.
enough,
Okay.
they used to keep our food together. But for that period, they kept my.
Oh my God, have mercy. All right, I feel like we have a glitch right now, and that's because I think network is a real bummer right here. But the truth is, Andrew Osawaru is a known name and face in the Nigerian entertainment movie industry. Nollywood is blessed to have such a man. Now, we're talking about. Oh, all right, you're back, sir. Okay, welcome back. Now,
Yes,
yes,
thank you.
I want to ask you this question because I feel particularly I would have to learn from this as well. You are a very successful personality. You are a living legend. You're called the living ancestor. All right. Now, a lot of people watch this show and they want to take a cue from everything you are saying or what you've said on the show. This is my question this morning. How do you handle
Okay.
fame? How do you handle fame? Lagos, Benin, Abuja, all over Nigeria and probably parts of the world. You've traveled. You're vastly known. People know your face. People know your movies. In fact, I feel like I schooled in Benin, Benson, outside university, and I know you very well. But the thing is, there are places that you go to, you even be scared of moving from it because the love is too much. People want to take pictures and all that, meet who the man is. How? For somebody who is just coming up the ladder, or someone who just entered Nollywood, who has done one or two movies that's gone viral, and the person is struggling to handle all the pain. It looks so cumbersome. How, sir, do you handle fame and still stay grounded?
Yeah, the first thing you must tell yourself is that you must be as natural, as down to earth, and humble as possible. Don't allow fame to get into your head because you are not the one that started it and you'll not be the one that will end it. So just be yourself at every point in time. Just be yourself. Because the first time I actually was confronted with fame was when a tenant in our house was being arrested. People were coming to beg the police officers that came. They were shouting, if you talk too much, I'll arrest and carry you along with him too. So when I came, I said, what is going on here? All the officers thought, Organa, this house is this is my mother's house. Really? They were not explaining to me why they needed him to be in this place. And I said, okay, no problem. I will come with him later. Just let him be. We will come together. And they left. I was shocked. The entire area was shocked. Why people more matured, people more vocal has come to talk to this lady. But why will they just listen to this Andrew now? For what now? That was the first encounter I had with fame. But again, you should not allow such situations to get into your head because you must be who you are. So my advice to any actor struggling or challenged with fame is just be yourself. Don't allow fame to get into your head. Just be yourself. That's it.
All right, thank you so very much, sir. We do have via Zoom anyway, Andrew Osawaru, the living ancestor. Now he's here telling us about his life, his journey into Nollywood, and so many other things. Now moving from the world of science, mathematics, into Nollywood, acting, directing, and what you have. Now, let me tell you something. It's not been an easy feat, but the man has been able to overcome everything that's been brought his way. Now, we're going to go on this quick break. When we come back, before then, we'll be watching and listening to something from Andrew Sawaru, obviously movies or something, and then We'll come back. And when we come back, we'll start by asking and speaking to the man about the challenges he's faced in the Nigerian movie industry. Don't go anywhere. Orali is here for you. This is What's Up on Galactic Television. Let's take this quick break. We'll be right back. Don't go far. Television. My name is Orali. You've been rocking with me, and I'm your host for the show. And before we went on this quick break to watch something from the living ancestor himself, Andrew Osawaru. Now, I'll tell you something about the man. He understands what movie making is all about. He's been in Nollywood for a whole lot of years, and he's been doing excellently well. I want to say welcome back to this program, sir. Are you there?
Yes, I'm still here. Thank you.
All right. We just watched a couple of clips from a lot of things you've done. We cannot go around because if we start them, now maybe next year the thing will finish. But but yeah, this is who we are right now. Now, in Nollywood, I want you to tell us some of the challenges you faced, both as a producer and as an actor, and how you were able to come out of these challenges unscathed.
First, as an actor, one of the most crazy challenges is when you have set clashing. You know, maybe you have accepted a job that is starting on Monday to end on Wednesday, and you go further to accept another job that will start on Thursday and run into the other week. But unfortunately for you, the first job that you picked, natural occurrences, rainfalls, and other things might drag the set and it not lapse into the other days, extra days. And here you are trying to maintain a good name. You've accepted somebody else's job. What do you do? So this is a very challenging situation. So most times what I do is to call the director or producer of the other set. If I'm not the one director, I'm acting, I will call to explain the situation. If there's anything you can do to just please help me. You don't make noise about it like some actors say, I'm sorry, I just don't make it. No, please, I am sorry. This thing I never anticipated to happen this way. But now it has come. What do we do? And you both prefer solutions. At times, for your sake, they might delay your scenes, shift it so you can cope. Or at some point, you are asked to refund the money outright because they can't be waiting for you. Other actors that are acting in the scene, you need to do their bit and leave. So you can't keep a production hold in standing. So these are challenges. And at times too, you get to some set as a director, you've gone through your script, you've done everything, you have done your blockings in your head. You get to the set, it's not what you planned out. Some producers will tell you, no, all the props are ready. We have this ready. We have that ready. So you think about you get there, say, sorry, and who I was supposed to collect this from? It's not available. So you have to go back to your thinking, bro, and think of what are the things I could do to remedy this situation now. Because the show must go on. You must interpret the script properly. But what are the shortcomings that you must pass through to achieve the script ideally, not to lose the substance? So there, as a director, your thinking and your reasoning and your initiative is brought into bear. So at some point in time, you have no choice than to just rearrange the script again. And the show, like I said, must go on. So these are the challenges we find. At times too, you get to some places, the natural environment is not conducive for you to shoot. The producer is not bothered. He wants his job done. Please don't have time. We don't have time. But you will know that if I shoot now, the ambience will destroy my story. By ambience, I mean the noise around that will not make my actors shout. But there are things you don't need to shout to say, as the mood determines by the script. But if the ambience, the noise around is terrible, you can achieve it. And again, going out to start talking to neighbors, please calm down, we are shooting here. So tell you, now your house ID. These are things. The Nigerian environment is not really friendly yet, as it should be, to the industry. Some persons will deliberately just want to do things to annoy you because they feel you are making money your own way, so you don't disturb my own. There's this particular experience. We're shooting a road accident scene. We have prepared all the things, we've arranged all the things. We begged some vehicles to just hold on while we do this. One particular crazy driver said, "Sorry, I have been hired, I've been paid, I'm rushed to go and drop my passenger and pick and I can't." And he messed up, but he almost ran through the camera. The camera was put on a low angle to pick what we wanted to achieve. He almost drove through the camera. It was crazy. These are the challenges we face most time in movie making. And above it all is the challenge of adequate financing. The Nigeria film industry is still struggling for sponsorship. People are not putting in their money into film production because they feel it doesn't come out quickly as they expect. The average Nigerian businessman wants to just drop him money and the next time he has gotten his money back, and even with the interest. But in film production, you must be patient. Whether you are getting it back or it's going to come in trickles and it's done over time. So these are the challenges we find in the movie industry.
All right, thank you so much, sir. We're learning from all this. Now, you are a standard and a well-known legend in the Nigerian filmmaking industry. Now, as a movie producer, extraordinary, if you ask me, how is it? How easy or how hard is it to manage egos on set? I've been around a lot of Nollywood producers, actors. Sometimes they'll say, we don't enjoy working with this person, or we don't enjoy working with this person. They ask why. Say the person is always quarrelsome, comes on set late, will not deliver their lines properly, and will still be constituting nuisance. And they say some of the oldies, the old cats, they will come and start. They don't even teach the young ones. They'll just be forming one thing, But other times you hear, this actor is really beautiful. She will take you here. She'll make you do this. She'll help you understand your role and your lines, especially for newcomers in the industry. So I want to ask, as a producer, a movie producer, how is it easy or how hard is it to handle egos on set to make a production successful?
The first thing to handle is your own ego as a producer or director. If you can handle that, and your actors, no matter how big, grade A, grade whatever are, they want to respect that too. I've worked with a crop of seasoned actors. The first thing I tell them that, sure you all know that this is our own. This is our show. This is our fame. Because the reward of a good job is more job. I make them understand that the reward for a good job is more job. If a film is good, it becomes our own. You don't see our fame. But if a film is not properly done, you are even shy to agree that you are part of it. By the time the grade A actor who has ego understands this, his ego is put at bay because he wants to make a good name that will keep going. And again, you help the young actors not to see anything extraordinary in the big stars they are playing with. An actor is an actor. Leave stardom aside, leave fame aside. If the small one was not there, the big one can do it all alone. So by the time that is also understood, they too are brought to the level of you are also important in this production. So that is the first thing you need to do. So ego is what can be handled is if you your own can handle your own ego. I've seen where producers or directors say, no. I want this way. You can't tell me what I want. No. A good producer or director should not do that to an actor. If an actor suggests something, reason if it is worth it. If it was better than your idea, you take it. And by the time the actor sees that, you also listen, you are a listening director. Oh, he can't be egoistic. No way. He will want to work with you in humility because he sees that you have humility. So the first thing is you as a person must control your own ego before you now begin to compel others working with you to drop their ego. Because one thing I've come to realize is that in film making, everybody wants to show their importance. And at the end of the day, two wrongs can never make it right. So even in every nonsense, there is sense. So no matter what anybody says that is not right, try and make the person understand why it is not going to be used. What you said was not outrightly stupid, but it's not going to work for us in this situation. Once they understand that, you are good to go. So, like I said, I've worked with so many distinguished actors, grade A actors, and we work cordially because they know too that you are a humble person, and they also want to work with that humility with you. It works that way.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for gracing us with this very important interview. We've had so much fun. I have. I'm sure the viewers as well have had so much fun. But before we leave, 1 minute, give us your social media handles so we can follow you.
Okay. On Facebook is Andrew Osawaru. On Instagram is A, small letter A Osawaru, at A Osawaru. And TikTok, okay, is also Andrew, TikTok now, ancestors, living ancestors. You know, so those are the ones I virtually use most times.
Thank you so much for gracing us with this interview. On behalf of Galaxy Television and WhatsApp or Galaxy Television, I want to say thank you so much. We're honored. Mr. Femi is my HOD, and so far so good. He's done exceptionally well. He is also your boss, like you said. So I'm learning from him and also learning from you. Thank you so much. We hope to call on you next time and have you come through. God bless you.
It will be my pleasure to always come around whenever I'm needed. And a big, big thumbs up for my boss, the only person I call my boss, Femi Adewale. I drop my heart for you, sir.
All right. Have a very lovely one. We'll go